Hello and a warm welcome to the Tamil Nadu Brief Weekend Edition. I'm Sam Daniel. Joining us today, Indian tennis legend and Hall of Famer Mr. Vijay Amritraj as Chennai gears up to host the Chennai Open International Women Tennis Championship in October. It's a joy talking to you, Mr. Vijay Amritraj. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Sam.
It's nice Chennai is getting back the Chennai Open International after a break of 3 years. What kind of a participation you expect this year?
Well, first of all, we're very proud of the fact that in our 100th year celebration of the Tamil Nadu Tennis Association, which is 2025, we were able to finally get a huge event back to Chennai after a 3-year gap. And we are delighted. We are grateful to the Tamil Nadu government, the Honorable Chief Minister, of course, Thiru M.K. Stalin, the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, is also the Minister of Sports and Youth Affairs, Thiru Udayanidhi Stalin, who have been tremendous supporters of both sport in the state, all kinds of sports, and of course tennis in particular, where we are concerned. And it's a delight to be able to bring this back with their constant support. And my thanks to Octagon, who's actually the license holder of the event, to put this event back in Chennai. So I'm expecting a good list of players to participate between singles and doubles. About, I would say, between 50-60 players coming here, along with coaches and trainers and so on and so forth. And more than anything else, a lot of them will be coming to potentially India for the first time. So I'm excited about that as well. But they're all likely to be in the top 100 in the world.
Right. How important is Chennai Open to nurture tennis in Chennai, in Tamil Nadu and across India?
Well, more than anything else, it should inspire young girls to start playing the game. I would say young boys and girls both, because this is a women's tournament. We are very particular about both men and women's events in the city, in the state, in the country. So in the past, we've had the ATP 250 for many, many years. And needless to say, a lot of our boys played in that tournament over a period of time, the 10, 15, 18 years that we had it. So I think it's important to be able to generate that kind of interest at the grassroots level, to be then able to match it with programs that can bring up grassroots tennis across the state and across the country. More than anything else, it should inspire the families to be able to put their kids into the sport.
It's a special year, centenary for the Tamil Nadu Tennis Association you're heading. What kind of programs are in place to nurture tennis in the state, in the city of Chennai?
I think the variety of not just programs, but also celebrations that we would have across the state, various districts, various cities in our large state of Tamil Nadu, has been very bullish. We're having a junior tournament, under 14 tournaments, senior events, over 50, over 60 events, a whole host of events that are being run across the state. And we hope that all of those also gather here in time for our final celebration of having the WTA tournament here as well. So it's a combination of all of it that is going to have this whole year of celebration for TNTA, and also look back at where we came from, and so many of our past presidents, office bearers who did wonderful work for the association and for tennis across really a century.
Chennai has had legendary players, Mr. Ramanathan Krishnan, Ramesh Krishnan, yourself, Anand Amritraj. It dominated tennis in the country. Over the last few decades, do you think Chennai or Tamil Nadu has lost that dominance in tennis?
Well, we've had 1987 was probably the pinnacle of our success, because all 4 Davis Cup players were from Chennai, including our managers. So and to top it all, we were able to lead India to the final of the Davis Cup, losing to Sweden in Gothenburg in 1987. So it was a very, very momentous year for us. Only twice in the Open era that we actually reached the final, once in 74 and once in 87. So yes, it has been a dominant force in tennis across Asia. We've always been the #1 country in Asia in tennis. Since then, yes, we've had a drop in it, no question about it. And I think it's important for us to get back to understanding the importance of what singles does in our sport of tennis. The reason people start playing this game is for singles. We have to stay focused on singles at a young age and continue to grow that interest in them as they get physically stronger in the mid-teens and late teens.
Is there a strong focus in terms of tennis players wanting to make tennis a career?
Yes, I think it's changed. It took 40 years to change it, but I think now people feel that it can be a profession. Even if you don't make it all the way into playing Davis Cup or playing in the top 100 in the world, top 50 in the world, there are other ways of actually, making it a profession for yourself if you continue to have the passion for the game. The passion has to drive you first, the desire and then the passion, and then of course the work ethic to match them both to be able to actually make you stay interested in the sport and to what level you want to get to.
It's 10 years since India won a trophy at the Wimbledon. During your times, in spite of a lack of tennis infrastructure as we have it today, you performed so brilliantly well. You made the best use of the available infrastructure, made it big. What is that missing now? You have the available resources, you have the infrastructure, but still we're not able to dominate.
I think the important factor is first and foremost the commitment from the individual. What is your commitment? It's not a question of trying for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It's a question of giving your lifespan as a youth to be able to get yourself better in a circumstance as to what tennis is today. It has changed to a great extent as over the last few decades since I played the game, and the rackets might have changed, the court has changed, the balls have changed, the equipment, everything has changed. But the one thing that doesn't change is how you feel at 4, 5, 15, 30. And that hasn't changed. That feeling will only exist with players who've actually been there in difficult situations. So I think the important thing is to have that commitment and to have the passion and the drive to match that commitment to it and put in the work ethic and the sacrifices that not just the individual makes, but the family makes as well. The risk here, it's a very high risk, high reward situation.
Right.
The rewards are very high if you make it, meaning if you make it in the top 50, top 20. But at the same time, if you don't make it, it's a huge risk. Whereas if you go to school, if you go to college, 5 years, potentially get a degree in medicine or in law or engineer or business or whatever else it might be. Tennis, on the other hand, there are no guarantees.
You spoke about the need to focus on single success. Somehow, over time, doubles have clicked very well. What's the reason that it took off?
There are several. One is the fact that you don't think you're going to make it in singles. So you're actually playing a year or two and then thinking, I'm not quite good enough, I'm not going to get there. Whereas on the other hand, you can start playing a sense of doubles and challenges and tournaments and so on. And then, the top guys are not playing doubles. So you have a better chance of kind of making a living out of it, which I think is fantastic. And that has been the success of Indian tennis over the last few decades. But again, in Davis Cup, that's only 1 point. In Davis Cup, there are 4 points in singles. And that's where we need to stay focused in. I think it's very hard to imagine someone starting off the game of tennis and saying, I think I'm going to start today at 5, 7 years old and be the world's best doubles player. I think that's a bit unusual if that happened. But you start off wanting to be the next Federer or the next Nadal and see where you can get to, and then let doubles evolve with you so that it makes you a complete player.
Unlike cricket, is tennis being seen a kind of an elitist sport?
Each has their ups and downs, and each has their issues, no question about it. Yes, tennis, you have to be a member of a club. There are not enough public courts in the country by any stretch of imagination. Similarly with golf, it's the same thing. There are certain sports that are in that range, no question about it. So less might be playing, but our numbers in India are large. We have huge academies, we have lots of kids playing, we have a lot of older people playing. I think it's a fun sport to play the rest of your life. It should be a part of any family if they're growing up. It's a great sport that can end up guiding you in what you want to do in life as well. So even whatever work you're doing, if you can go out and hit some tennis balls for 45 minutes, it constantly makes you a better person. For that matter, any sport. as far as you're doing a lot of cardio exercise like tennis gives you. So I think, yes, to answer your question, it can be, but again, I think it's becoming more available as we go along.
Sumit is in 296 position, Srivalli is in 322. In your view, who are the promising ones that India can actually look forward to springboard tennis in the country?
I think we've had several over the years. The question is how we are able to transit to men's and women's tennis from junior tennis. That's a big move, and the question has to happen by the time you're 16, 17. But in our case, because our DNA doesn't allow us physically to be as mature as a Westerner in the same age bracket physically, it's okay if we take an extra 3-4 years to get there physically. But mentally, we're already there well before them. So, which is why we do as well as we do in chess, for example. You know, we are mentally much stronger. So I do believe that we have great opportunities here. The question is, you want to stay the course.
Did you watch the younger player this time, 16-year-old Maya Rajeshwari Rai play at Wimbledon?
Yeah, actually, I saw her playing here in Chennai as well, and I think she's got a great future ahead of her. It's now managing her body, managing her career, managing her coaching facilities, and also making sure that her passion for the game is always fueled, that it doesn't dip, and that could very easily happen as you get older, depending on how you do. So, success and failure are literally two sides of the same coin. And often enough, you learn a lot more from failure than you do from success. But that's what gets you to have that success, which is why the pinnacle, the top of the mountain, is so special when you finally get there.
Your dad played a very key role those years when you played overseas. I remember, I've read stories of him getting the information, passing it on to the newspaper organizations to publish the stories. Tell us about the kind of role your family played in nurturing tennis talent among the brothers.
Well, my parents were the key element of anything I ever did, and certainly when Anand started. And my tennis was entirely theirs, especially my mom's. And honestly, I've always said this on numerous occasions, that any child born to parents like that would have no choice but to make it. And it's 98% their effort that whatever I've done in sport and more importantly in life has been only because of them.
What does tennis mean to you today?
Tennis has given me things in life I never dreamt I would have. It has given me first and foremost my health, secondly my education. It has taught me about things I never dreamt of getting to. This has taken me places I never thought I would go to. It has allowed me to meet people I never thought I would meet, and has given me a perspective of life that is completely different from any business would have taught me. And so for me, I've always considered it my greatest education, and if I had to change one thing over my entire career, I would say none.
For younger parents watching your interview, for younger children watching, what will be a message? Why should they choose tennis?
Choose a sport. Choose a sport of your liking and go after it. Because, and also, if you have happen to have more than one child, and you think all fingers on your hand are not the same, that you'll be amazed that how the lesser talented or the lesser physical one might exceed your expectations of what he or she could do. And I do believe that young parents today are really focused on the growth of their children. Give them a sport, encourage them in it, and everything comes together when the families do together. And that's what we did with as I was growing up. And these were, my parents were two very wonderful, ordinary people who did extraordinary things with my life. And for that, they're always at the back of my mind guiding me even to this day as I have my children, and try to do the same with them. And it's the world's greatest challenge to be a job to be a good parent, and you don't know it till you see your kids. So I would encourage every young parent in this country, boy or girl, as children, just give them everything they dream of.
Mr. Vijay Amritraj, thank you so much for your time. Such a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you, Sam.
That was Indian tennis legend, Mr. Vijay Amritraj, speaking to us. Hope you liked it. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Bye-bye.